You guys, what is up? What's going on? So yeah, sorry about the delay here. Wasn't really even sure if I was gonna be able to stream tonight. Had a bunch of real life things, non-chart related things. Who cares about those? Um, but I decided I'd feel bad. I love keeping you guys up to date. I've tasked myself with this burden, so we're here. It's still I'm kind of like running behind, so I had a good idea. I think yesterday we had some awesome content, but not a lot of people got to see it. YouTube dropped us out of the search results, and it was a whole fiasco. You guys know how it goes. But there was some great freaking content, and barely anyone has even been able to view it since because it wasn't in the search until maybe today. And usually these videos aren't quite as they're not quite as valuable the next day, I feel, as the previous episode was. So I still have like one or two things to take care of here. And I figured, why don't we just watch that important part from yesterday? It's a pretty short clip, but that information is still valid. I checked. It's all still valid. Still looking good. So let's watch that while I finish this last touches on the stream here. And then we're going to get into taking requests, just doing some chilling and some charting. So yeah, hopefully you guys are down with that. Let's pop it on. Who's ready to rock and roll? Does not seem like the volume's working. What the heck? All right. This did not go as planned. There we go. For some reason, searching every day here. I've been searching on my own outside the streams because there has to be something, right? We can't have 5 weeks with really nothing. But I think I found something. I shared it with the patrons earlier. Probably not going to go as in-depth here about it, but we're going to go over it. We're going to look at what I found. I haven't heard anyone talk about this yet. So as you guys are used to here on the Tom Crown stream, we're getting that info no one's looking at yet. The info that maybe people will be talking about, I don't know, maybe next week, the week after it's not important. Just like recent example, last quarterly close in September. We were talking about this for weeks. No one noticed. For weeks we were talking about it. No one noticed, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, like September 30th, or maybe even October 1st, like the next day, I saw news articles, I saw all kinds of things, people talking about what we were looking for the close. So as expected, we're ahead of the game here. And you know, there's only one reason. The reason is because we are always watching. We're watching every day here, and we're charting and recharting and just looking for anything. And I found it. So today is October 4th. 4 days into the new month. Monthly not really showing us anything. That's okay. It's too fresh. Anything it would be showing us right now wouldn't really matter anyway. Too much time. Easily could change by the end of the month there. So the important notes that we've been going over every day, and we're going to continue going over every day until we leave this range. Weekly. Weekly giving us the only semblance of an edge that we've had for this entire time. It's been rough. But luckily we might have found something else. So weekly still above the middle Bollinger Band. Not really much of an update, but still holding on to that slight bullish edge on the weekly that we've been really the only thing that's been guiding us, because there's been so little price action all through September. We haven't seen very much in October, but October is fresh. So the weekly is looking nice on that indicator, but not showing us anything. Little bearish divergence maybe on these highs, no divergence on the lows, no escape from the range we've been trading in. So there's not so much there, but there's more here than meets the eye. So the weekly, let's see, weekly RSI even same thing. Yeah, we're not seeing anything on MACD really. If we have a sell-off, it could confirm the bearish divergence on the weekly, but there's something interesting here. So this is going to seem a little out of place. This is going to be like a M. Night Shyamalan movie, or Memento. I'm going to show you what isn't, and then I'm going to show you what is. So the weekly, we don't really see much. We go to the daily, we don't really see much either. We have a bullish engulfing daily today that closes in 3 hours 30 minutes. Has to close above 10,581 to confirm. Cool. But no divergence on the MACD, no divergence on RSI on the daily. We are right under the middle Bollinger Band on the daily. It is tightening, so I'd like to see a close. I'd like to see a daily close above 10,720. Doesn't seem super probable right now, but it could happen. And so we're just looking at the 1 day. We don't see much. We look at the weekly, we don't see much on our indicators. The weekly is really just the 7 day. So 1 day, 7 day. No real compelling evidence or divergence there. But there's something very interesting that I'm going to share with you guys right now that's unexpected. And because it's unexpected, you wouldn't typically expect to see this. The 1 day and the 7 day, nothing. But something very, very interesting happens when you shift to less used time frames. We're gonna do that right now. So 1 day, let's take it to the 2 day. All of a sudden we have a different story here. People don't look at the 2 day often, but guys, when you don't have an edge, when you're struggling to find anything, when you're not getting signals, it's time to start looking at different time frames. If your time frames are failing, it's time to look at different time frames. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to get a new chart up here for this. That way we can get rid of everything. There's only one line that's going to be important here. 10,550. That's not the exact, but we're just going to place it up there. So that's the only important real value here that we're going to be looking at. Oops. Let's get our moving averages set up. Good. Here we go. So weekly above 10,550, closed above 10,550. Daily above 10,550, close above 10,550. Cool. We shifted to the 2 day, and this is where things start to get interesting and unexpectedly. Because what you see on the 1 day, you should see signs on the 2 day. Just double the time frame. They shouldn't be super different. We look at the 2 day, we see that the last 2 day candle closed above 10,550. Green. Now we're green. We only have 3 hours left in this 2 day candle. But what we see on our indicators is a little interesting. This is potentially our edge that we found. We see on MACD a lower low swing, while price made a higher high swing. On RSI, we see a lower low swing. Same thing. MACD and RSI agree on this signal here. Let's mark this low swing. Like here. enough. And we'll put one here as well. So we're going to keep an eye on these areas, basically the area in between here. So we see lower low swing, lower high swing. This bullish divergence on the 2-day. We don't see it at all on the 1-day. There's not even a semblance of it, but on the 2-day, it's clear as anything. Yes, we could have bearish divergence as well between the highs. Higher high swing, lower high swing. But what we're going to look at, I think this is more compelling. So RSI and MACD on the 2-day closed above 10,550, bullish divergence on both indicators. The 50, which is also the 100 daily moving average, still acting as support, now finally touching 10,550. Here's where it gets spicy, guys. Here's where you want to pay attention. This is a secret show. All right, 3-day. We look at the 3-day. Previous 3-day closed above 10,550. Green candle. So far we have green candle on the daily, green candle on the 2-day, green candle on the 3-day. All closing above 10,550. MACD showing the same thing. Lower low swing on the 3-day. On MACD and RSI, higher low swing on price. Bullish divergence on the 3-day. So far we see nothing on the 1-day. Same indicators on the 2 and 3-day. That's not expected. You wouldn't expect to see that, especially because when we looked at the weekly, we didn't see anything. Ouch. The knee. All right, so it gets weirder and weirder, guys. It just keeps going. So we look at the 4-day. Same thing. Close above 10,550. Green candle. We have a green candle so far in all these time frames. We have the same divergence on all these time frames. We see a lower low. They move a little bit, but it's still the same clear pattern here. I said earlier that we may see a bearish divergence between these highs. MACD is agreeing with that on almost all of these, but RSI is not. RSI is saying, no man, that's a higher high in price and a higher high on RSI. So we do have MACD signaling maybe the highs have bearish divergence, so we should keep our eye on that. But we have the MACD and the RSI saying we have bullish divergence here. They both agree. To me, that is a stronger signal than just MACD suggesting that we have a bearish divergence. Let's move again. It gets weird. It gets very weird. 5-day, same thing. Same thing again. We don't have the bearish divergence on RSI on the 5-day. We have a close above 10,550 and we have a green candle. This is spooky. This is October price action, man. This is spooky. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, same thing. 6-day. It doesn't get spookier than this. Close above 10,550. Bullish divergence on MACD. Bullish divergence on RSI. Higher low in price. This is weird. This is spooky price action, man. This is spooky. Just to reference, let's pull up the week. Do we see it on the weekly? No. We really don't even see it on RSI on the weekly. Maybe we have a arguable class 3, but not really. It's a higher low on RSI, in my opinion, on the weekly. There's not even a swing low here on the weekly. Do you see how it just disappeared? I'm going to go backwards now. This is the week. Let's go to 6-day. Boom, we get that swing low. Let's go to 5-day, swing low. 4-day, swing low. 3-day, swing low. 2-day, swing low. And then we go to the 1-day again. Nope. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. This is spooky, man. This is straight up spooky. In technical analysis, this doesn't really make a lot of logical sense. You have 1-day candle not showing anything, and you have a 7-day candle not showing anything, and then every other time frame in between is saying, yeah man, we have the same divergence on RSI and MACD. That doesn't logically make sense. Yes, it can happen. Clearly it's happening right now. But that doesn't logically make sense. We would expect to see signs of that on the daily and the 7-day on the week. if everything else in between is agreeing. So here's our Bitcoin secrets for the day. What could make this happen? I'm not gonna get conspiracy-ish. Well, you know what? The one day even has the RSI divergence. I didn't notice that. That's pretty cool. But it's still like I would say this is a divergence of indicators and price. This is not what I would expect. What could make this happen? I'm not a conspiracy guy. I don't think this is a conspiracy, but market makers painting a chart. That's what I think would make this happen. It's not as smooth, it's not as naturally progressing as we would expect. And the interesting part that catches my eye is that the time frames that people really don't look at often. People don't really reference the 2-day. They don't really reference the 3-day. You know, we do. We do because those are equally valid. They're just not as available to everybody. Not a lot of trading platforms have those time frames available. TradingView, you can't look at those time frames without a premium membership. There's not as many eyes. Not as many eyes on those time frames. But we're looking at it, and we're seeing a pattern. We're seeing a very obvious pattern. Market makers trying to hide the bullish divergence. Because there is bullish divergence, there's really no doubt about it on those other time frames. I mean, MACD, RSI both agree. There is bullish divergence on, I guess, RSI 1 day, but RSI and MACD 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day, and then not on the weekly. You know, I didn't actually look at the 8 day. I don't know if I've ever looked at the 8 day, but maybe now's the time. See what the 8 day is. Nothing. Nothing. That's okay. That was just a last second thought. So what does this mean? This means potentially we have an edge here. What really drives this home for me, at least as a trader, as a technical analyst, is that all these closes are above 10,550. That's our big support. That's the line of defense right now. We can argue others. We can argue 9.8, previous kind of daily-ish, weekly-ish support on that 3-month consolidation period. Yeah, there'll be support there. But to see this divergence out in plain sight in these kind of not so paid attention to time frames is very telling. And maybe it wouldn't be usually, but right now when we don't have a clear edge, I see that as an edge. 10,550 is holding. The 100 moving average that's been our support has moved up and met it. It met it on, what, the last candle yesterday. We have the weekly. No, we don't have the divergence. That's not there for whatever reason. We have the Bollinger Bands. We have the middle Bollinger Band holding support. So far, I don't see the bearish side here. I don't see it yet. Doesn't mean it can't show. But it would definitely surprise me. It would surprise me to see incredibly bearish price action now. It's not out of the realm of probability. We're in the most probable. That's what we're always looking for, the most probable move. And for me right now, man, that's up. That doesn't mean we're going up right now. Doesn't mean we're gonna break 13,000 or something today. You know, this could still continue to consolidate following these trend lines. We have a lot of room. We have a lot of room to keep going. Even make this a little tighter. There we go. You know, we look at the local trend lows and the previous highs. This wedges out until the 22nd, 23rd of October. Wedges don't typically make it all the way. They don't typically make it all the way to the end. So I'd expect to move before then. But the fact that we have so many closes on these they're long time frames. They're not like the 15-minute or something. These are days. All above 10,550. We've had that same weekly edge with the Bollinger Bands. We have a good place to keep an eye if we break. It's currently at 10,200. Below that level, not so great. But we can see as the weekly Bollinger Band has moved up, so has the lows. So have the lows on price. The last time we were below 10.2 was September 23rd, and at the time, the Bollinger Band, middle Bollinger Band on the weekly, was right there at that level. So it has not really been invalidated. Close below there, we're going to have to re-examine. Maybe the edge is bearish. Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. Never done that before. If I was a better streamer, maybe I would pre-record something every day. It's like kind of fun to watch it with you guys and be part of the crowd. Alright, so that was good. I had time to finish up what I was doing here. And we're back. Yeah, I was really bummed out. That was a great episode, or a great piece that we did, and almost no one saw it because we didn't show up in search results. So round 2, all that information still equally relevant. We can take a look at those time frames here, see what's closed. Definitely some of those time frames have closed. This is odd. Coinbase Pro went down, didn't it? I guess we're gonna have to pull up a different chart. I was not aware of that. I was like, wow, this is really not moving today. Let's see, Bitstamp. When Coinbase is down, we use Bitstamp. Where the heck is it? There we go. Alright, so we're good. We're right where we were. Yo, Ja, brother. Thank you for the 5, my friend. And shout out to Darren G. Welcome, dude. Watching in the office. Wouldn't have it any other way. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. I'm back. I was here the whole time. That was funny. Did I really like that? I need to plan ahead and make little videos to watch them with you guys that you haven't seen at all. Because that would be some fun viewing. Do like a premiere. Okay, Coinbase is down. What does that mean? That means there's likely going to be less volume on the spot market right now. Coming on in here to... We're already on the hour, okay. 15 minutes left in the hour. Is there any difference here? On Bitstamp is the question. No divergence. Looks pretty similar. So let's do a quick little update of the hourly, because here we are. Let's do the top of the hours. We have this ascending channel going on. Pretty obvious to anyone who's ever seen a chart. Let's do it this way. Ascending channels, not the best thing to see. Not our favorite thing to see. There, now. Gonna place it here. Alright. Ascending channel, not the best thing to see if you're looking for upside, certainly. But it is what it is. Ascending channel. We have a few other little indicators here on the hourly. So up-to-date news. We have a bullish divergence, of course. We're in an ascending channel. Of course we're gonna have some weird conflicting signal. Can't be that easy. We have 2 possibilities of it. Higher low in price, lower low swing on MACD. RSI a little different here though. We still have the divergence coming from the more local area, but not from the 4th around right after candle close for the day. And of course, as a ascending channel, we see the bearish divergence potential here with these series of slightly higher highs without a higher high on our MACD, and we see it on RSI. So a very conflicted point here, as we have been. Welcome to September and October in Bitcoin. Just not a lot of edge. That's why I thought yesterday's episode, that information is so important, because that's really the only kind of discernible edge I can find outside of the weekly. So I thought that was good info. Let's look at those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day. How are they doing? 3 days, 3 hours for the 6-day close. And that is unspectacular so far, isn't it? You can see a wick off the 20 MA on the 6-day, still following our ascending trend line. Currently bullish engulfing with 3 days and 3 hours left. Too early to call, not even halfway through. But still, this hasn't changed. We had a candle close above 10,550 and resulted in green candles on all of these time frames. We'll work backwards, 5-day. Another bullish engulfing. We can see potentially that momentum on the sell side is waning here for the 5-day as this candle completes. 1 day and 3 hours left. A little closer to being called, but going to be looking for a close above 10,730. That was the previous quarterly resistance, so certainly an important value. 10,730. Put a little marker. 4-day coming off the 20 as well. Bullish engulfing. All of these are basically bullish engulfing so far. All of them show signs of that selling momentum slowing. No divergence going on here. Obviously still same bullish divergence we were looking at. 3-day. Here we go. Here's where it gets spicier. 3-day closes in 2 hours 10 minutes. Not quite the same pattern as the other time frames. Not bullish engulfed. Inside bar candle, whatever you want to call it. 3-day resistance sitting 10,836. So close. Not even 1%. Not even 1% away. 2 hours to go. Are we gonna get spice? Who knows? Who knows? This is a crapshoot at this point. Roll the dice. 2-day. Similar. So the shorter on these dailies we're getting, the farther away from the bullish engulf that we're seeing in the longer time frames. That's okay. 50 MA daily. So really nothing has changed on those in general. Still the same stuff going on. Important note on the 1-day still. We have been talking about this forever. It seems. It feels like forever. It's only been a month. 50 MA daily, this yellow moving average you can see above price. Untested. Began curving down the 17th, halfway through September. Seems only to have gained momentum moving down, but now very close to price. Very, very close to price. Last value, 10,950. That is going to be an important value as well. We can see that lines up with the September 28 wick high. Logical spot for some resistance there. But on the daily, this is interesting, and this is also new to today. We see a new, fresh light blue candle on our MACD. Possibly momentum is increasing again. Maybe for a third wave. Yet to do really anything on the RSI though, so not much. There's really not a lot on a lot of time frames, and that's what I was so happy about yesterday's episode. Ooh. Chugging up this channel. 1 hour, 4 hour, looking a little nicer. This is all a little different. I am happy to see that Bitstamp had the same divergence. Had the same setups. You never know. Could have not. 4 hour looking all right though, man. We got the close above 10/7/29, and now a fresh candle. 2 hours to go. Green again. 1, 2, 3. Off the earlier bullish engulfing 4 hour. And it's slim pickings so far. Slim pickings. The last, I don't know, month. I'm happy to see there's so many people still around though, because if this wasn't all I did all the time, I probably would be bored. Probably be bored with this price action, and that is likely intentional. Boredom is a very effective tool, especially in Bitcoin. We're all adrenaline junkies, and when the markets are boring, there's almost nothing that pushes people away harder than just low volatility. But always keep in mind, low volatility essentially always leads to a breakout historically. So we're keeping an eye out for that. Absolutely. Miss a trend line here. I'm not even sure where this connects. Everything is different when you look on a different exchange. There we go. Good enough. Per hour. Lining up for that bearish divergence. If price can't retake 10,940 before dropping out of here, maybe looking for a new low, maybe looking to come test this low trend line. Got thrown off by Coinbase being down. I didn't notice. Give me the 8 hour. 8 hour looking way prettier. Way prettier than the 4 hour. Nice. We see signs that both bearish and bullish momentum are decreasing. Makes sense. We're seeing lower volatility. Same on RSI. This is a pretty 8 hour, man. We got a lot of green here. Not a lot of movement, but a lot of green. I like it. Last thing I wanted to take a look at before we get into the freestyling. Quick reminder, because this is another edge that we have, that we've talked about here, that is coming up shortly. We had our cross up under the cloud just at the end of September on Ichi. This is a weak bullish sign, a minor bullish sign. It's under the cloud, which takes some of the power out of it. Typically, a cross up is a stronger signal. But we can see in late July that we got a cross under the cloud before we ran to 13,000. And we're looking for it again. It's looking pretty similar. It's a little uglier, certainly this time, but similar pattern, similar shape. Potentially similar area for the cross up. And what catches my eye here is we have this minorly bullish signal, and on the 7th of October, we see the clouds have twisted. The twisting here is contracting what is now resistance, the clouds, because they're above price. And it offers a potential gateway, a moment of less resistance. So the 7th of October, 2 days from now, hopefully we'll be here talking about it. Could see an interesting day. You will see if you look back when price is close to twists. If it makes it to the twist, typically you see a break up or down. So maybe the 7th will offer us some volatility. That'd be welcomed. Welcomed in my book. I think there was something else here. Yeah, I posted this for patrons earlier. We didn't get it actually on Bitstamp. Let's look at it on Coinbase. There it is. We got a cross up above the clouds on the 1 hour, which is a strong bullish signal. I guess Coinbase is back up now. I guess it's back up. Ooh. What's up, Stefan Bossman? Yeah, thank you for the 2 again, my friends. Good to see you. We can take a look at that as well. NASDAQ. Real quick, we had the cross up on the 1 hour, nice little bullish signal, combined with what looks like the 50 and the 200 rolling over. So what is important, in my opinion here, short term, is holding this 200 1 hour moving average. If that holds, we're going to see the 50 roll over, and likely we will have multiple bullish signals happen at the same time. Ooh, maybe. Ooh. No, probably. Don't play again, video. That was disorienting. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, keep an eye out. 200 currently at 10,687. Important price value to be watching. So for the Stefan Brossman, sir, we'll look at the NASDAQ again. I have not looked at it since we looked previously. And it's looking pretty similar, isn't it? We want a little intraday. Like just filling gaps right now. No divergence here locally. On RSI or the MACD on the hourly. Potentially some here on the 1 hour. We have a higher swing low in price with the lower MACD swing. RSI not so convinced. Flip it. Now my chart's just not going to work for some reason. Come on. Load it up, buddy. That's odd. I wonder if TradingView is experiencing issues. 30-minute. Looking like it's trying to just come up, fill this gap. 11,542. No divergence on the RSI there. Wonder what's going on with this. Why won't it load? There we go. 6 hour came off some bullish divergence here as it hit this trend. It's a good sign. Nice swing high on MACD. RSI still, though, still not showing that strength, and this is the issue I'm going to be seeing. And probably, well, I was bearish on this the other day. This high on the 2nd of September was a very high swing in RSI. Very high. See the last one. Last time I swung this high back here. You can see the last few times even. See multiple examples. This isn't a chart I watch too closely, so forgive me, guys. We can see these last two swings here on RSI led to pretty supply-ish line-looking price action. More stable, selling off, but then pretty flat relatively, but not a super bullish sign. We see the next one here on April 15th, right at resistance, sell off, and pretty stable climb. Last time we looked at this, we were talking about some longer time frames, and they did not look so great. They did not look so hot. I don't think this looks super hot right now. Let's take a look at some moving averages. Maybe that will help us. Okay. 1 hour, we have a golden cross, 5,200. 4 hour escaping the 100 after, I guess that's a test of the 20. I don't understand why markets close. That's always confusing. Always confuses me. Real markets should never close. Dude, TradingView, wake up. You're ruining my show, TradingView. Wake up. There we are. What I expect. Intraday, I mean, this is, this closes here in like, or it should already be closed, right? Yeah, it's late in the day. Short term for NASDAQ. I see a retest. I see a retest of 12.4. I think unfortunately it's likely to paint some bearish divergence there. And looking back, we can see that it actually did it. Wait. No, it did. It did retest this trend line. Okay. Likely to see some bearish divergence at that high. This RSI has a long way to go. MACD's already swung up higher than this previous peak. Daily moving averages, actually. Dude, TradingView is being ridiculous today. What's going on? Maybe it doesn't like... Okay. Although, then, the daily. Alright. Daily started above the 50. Not a bad sign, though. Not a bad sign, that isn't. I'm just, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical of its ability to break this RSI high. Really on many time frames. Managed to back here. That took quite some time. That was in March sell-off. Oh, it really predictably sells off when it gets overheated, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is a wait and watch, and we have what definitely could be conceived as a inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's looking like a break of 10.8 would be very poor for NASDAQ. Looking back for support, probably 9,770-ish is the closest support. A little higher, or a little lower. 9,730. So yeah, if we see a break of 10.8, that's where I'd be looking. So I'd be looking first. I think it's going to depend on macroeconomic factors. If everything's falling apart, likely I would not be looking at 9.7. I'd be looking closer to this 8,800 for a longer time frame, stronger support. But I think a probable outcome here is a test of this high again. Paint bearish divergence. Pull back and then wait to see if you have your bullish divergence on the pullback. That'd probably be my strategy here when it comes to NASDAQ. So thanks for mixing it up, Steph Grossman. I appreciate it. I appreciate the €2. Euro. Nice. Why do these look so different? 1, 2, 3, 4. Weirdly, Coinbase looking more bullish than Bitstamp. In a very close look anyway. Oh yeah, gaps below price. You know, I didn't even look, dude. You're totally on. I'm not used to stocks. I'm not used to it closing all the time. So let's look at those gaps. I'm used to only looking for gaps once a week. See, we have the obvious start of this week. Is that start of this week? Yeah. Not on the daily, but it is on. We do have this gap on the daily. This is good practice. Look at daily. Build, filled. Build. Oh, this one was unfilled. Okay. Man, struggle bus hard today. Actually looks like we have multiple daily gaps unfilled. Right down here at support, that's 777-ish. It's filled, those filled. Filled. Let's get a 4 hour. I'm only seeing this gap here. Likely going to be filled. Very close to price action. Haven't seen that thrust above 1st of October high. But of course, I'm looking for a test here. We could fill that gap on the response. Or if we are painting this inverse head and shoulders. That is not that crazy. That probably even looks better than my first drawing of it. Very likely that gets filled. Either gets filled before on the way up or on the way down. NASDAQ, you little sneaker. Yeah, that gap is 11,173 to 11,225. I would look for that to be filled, absolutely. That 1 hour bullish divergence here on RSI and MACD, but it's going to have to do a lot of buying. It's going to have to be a lot of buying to push these indicators back up to avoid the highs creating bearish. That's what I'm worried about on every time frame here. Like, what was it? The 3 month, the monthly, the weekly, like all of these have such a far way to go to avoid painting it. Wait, why did this move? Dude, this trend line is moving. What is happening? Anybody else notice that? When I have it on the 4 hour, what? The trend line moves. That is odd. Makes me think that this line actually hasn't been tested here. It was likely tested with this wick. May find resistance at 11,566. Interesting. I need to pay more attention to these. Alright, nice. 1 hour doing 1 hour things. Our 1 hour signal is finally playing out. They've been so slow. So slow. For a break. 10.775. Unfortunately, quite a bit of resistance above. Bitcoin in a similar situation to what I was just talking about. It has got a long way to go in resistance above. Not just 10.920, we also have 11.1, 11.655. Still have not tested this descending high trend yet, which is odd. We haven't tested that, haven't tested the 50. Where's that high trend lead us? Currently at 11,170, would still be a lower high versus 19th of September. With that Ichi twist on the hourly and this golden 5,200 bullish cross coming up, it's not looking bad. Not looking too bad. What we are worried about here, maybe you guys can't even see this, could be forming this ascending wedge. Another bearish pattern. Either a wedge or a channel. I guess it depends how you look at it. The wedge looks pretty good for now. Very hard to find an edge short time frame, other than those hourly signals, hourly kind of bullish signals we have. Not much else. I'd like to see a break. I'd like to see a higher high here and break this what could be an ascending wedge. Does not look out of the question, does it? There's some ugly price action. Yeah, I did, Steven. I did create that. But did you notice, look, when it's on the hourly, it's down here. And then when I put it on the 4 hour, it's right at price. That's what I was pointing out. It's odd. That's a huge move. Like 4 hour, it lines up. One hour, it does not. 4 hour, it does. 1 hour, does not. It's odd. You know. Has something to do with the way it converts the points from time frame to time frame. I guess we can say the 4 hour is more accurate. If I placed it on the 4 hour, then the 4 hour is likely more accurate. We did have that 4 hour divergence here. Off the trend line. I don't even remember what we said about it last time. I've looked at so many charts in between then. So hopefully this is all lining up to what I said earlier. I'm not sure. But yeah, coming off there. We're looking for an inverse head and shoulders. Test 12.439. Watch for the divergence, which I think is likely or probable at this point. And likely then we're going to reassess. See bearish divergence, come back down to the trend line. If we don't, maybe it's new highs time. We'll find out. Gap at 12.3. You guys are the experts on this. I am not the NASDAQ expert, not a chart I watch. You are correct, there is a little gap here, isn't there? Fair enough. Good eye. I wonder if that is the... Maybe that's the spot we get divergence. We might not even make it to the high test. I don't know. I'll make that my homework. I'll start watching NASDAQ more. Watch the indices more as my homework. Oh, nice. Did I really, Steve? So did I nail it? Is that what happened here? Did I nail it? I look at so many charts, I'll just take your word for it. I can't remember. I can like see what I had before, like with the arrows and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Sounds like it wasn't far off though. That's good. 15-minute. Let's go, Bitcoin. Ride that 50 up. Like button is free today only. Did somebody ask how this isn't a bearish cross? How is this a... Why would that be a bearish cross? There'd be nothing bearish about it. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Maybe that's not what they're talking about though.
But I know Wong. Welcome, dude. Welcome, Checkmark Master. Jealous. Checkmark looks good. Can I explain about Yiffy 2? No. No, I really can't. Just decentralized finance. Reminds me of proof of stake. But no, I'm not the expert on DeFi. I'm a chart guy. Chart guy through and through. Not there's just not enough time to research everything. When it comes to the corn, it comes to crypto in general, it's not enough time. I have not jumped on that bandwagon yet. We'll see if I do. This is looking nice right now. Hourly just started. Take it. Let's see who's here today. And I'll have all the chat. Matt, Crypto Nate, what's up guys? Real Lennon, did I look at XRP? I have not, but we can look at XRP. Looks kind of what we expected last time you asked. Little MACD divergence on these lows, but not RSI, I don't believe. Nope. Fighting to get back into the wedge. Back into the trend. Why do I have two lines here? Target's been the same on XRP for moons now. Freaking moons. 25.8. 25.68. Just waiting. It's not too exciting of a chart, unfortunately. Ooh, it did have daily bullish divergence. That's spicy. Okay, I didn't notice that on XRP. That is spicy. Oh no, not on RSI though. Just MACD. MACD's so generous. It's always giving out the divergences. Yeah, I'm not totally sold on XRP yet. Still think it's coming to this box. It's taking its time though, isn't it? It's taking its good old time. What's up, Ringo Dingo? False Flags, my boy. What's up, brother? Bagwell. Does Bal list on Coinbase tomorrow? I don't know. I used to keep up with all of the Coinbase listings, like, to the minute. And dude, they've just, like, listed so much crap lately that what's the point? It was like, even... How do you keep up? They're listing a new coin, like, every day. I can't keep up with it. Alright, a little more static background noise. Aaron has a short open. Well, I mean, if we didn't look at these time frames we looked at earlier, short, I mean that's the logical into an ascending channel or wedge like this. That's a logical position. It's rational. There's other daily time frames, evidence to the contrary, but not in no way determines the fate of the future. So your short might be great. That short will play very well if we get a little trip up here, 10-8 area, and we paint a nice solid divergence with a higher high on our indicators and a lower high in price. That short will be solid AF. There's really no way to tell. This range, not the best trading, not the most exciting. Very low volatility. You know what? Let's look at the volatility chart. That's a great idea, me. Good thinking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, trending down. See the lowest touch. That's odd. Wouldn't have expected the 27th of 2018. That makes sense. Lowest volatility touch in the 3-year history we have here on TradingView. Let's see, do we have any divergence though? Yeah, some daily divergence. Class C on the highs. Got a little daily MACD divergence here. Don't have RSI up, but I should. Ooh, that's a flat chart. It's a flat RSI, isn't it? That look like back here. Not much. This looks very, very harmonic here. The weekly on volatility looks incredibly harmonic. Incredibly harmonic. Solid. With a little divergence. I mean, it just logically, when volatility is low, it shrugs it off and it makes a move. Don't even need TA for that. Sure the stream is okay. Quick. Nice, 62 likes. Good job, guys. Very good. 90 watching. Not bad at all. Welcome. Good to have everyone here tonight. Nice, and we're in search. Everything's going well. I was about to have some anxiety. Like, loaded it up and didn't show anything. Froze for a second. But we're in search. We're doing good. All right, let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. I've been like holding my breath, just waiting to not be in search. But we're here because you guys did an awesome job, and that's why we're still searchable. Let's see who else is here. Wolfpack, my Mang, and Sharknado, the boys club. Samuel Manamela, you're the man, dude. Thank you. Oh yeah, we could talk about Mount Gox. That's a good topic. Who wants to hear about Mount Gox? Gather round, children, I'll tell you a story. Back when crypto was only 3 years old, there was an exchange named Mount Gox. It was founded by a guy. Actually, I can't remember his name. He's just not that important. What was his name? Jeb McCaleb. What a terrible name. This is a terrible name. It previously to being a Bitcoin exchange was a Magic the Gathering card exchange, I guess, like site where you could buy and sell Magic the Gathering cards. At some point it transitioned into a Bitcoin exchange. It was like the first big exchange. Very popular. And then some shady stuff happened. To be expected. Exchange security specifically has just come worlds since then. In 7 years, it's to be expected. So a bunch of people lost their Bitcoin. Very sad. They lost their Bitcoin, I think it was 400,000 Bitcoin originally. No, it was 800. Yeah, because it was almost 1 million. 850,000 coins were lost to the hacks. It was in 2014 that the hack happened. And so since 2014, 6 years later, unsettled. They declared bankruptcy
And I think it's Japan for some reason. Their like court is taking care of it. Either way, this thing has been delayed and delayed and delayed, and you can tell that is the truth because this was all in 2014. It's coming up on the end of 2020. Still, these people are out of their Bitcoin. Here's a fun fact. They're not going to get their Bitcoin back, sadly, because there isn't 850,000 Bitcoin now. That is under Mt. Gox's control, or the trustee, whatever you want to call it. I think there's only 150,000. What happened to all of the rest of it? Hack, shadiness, maybe Jeb. Jeb has some somewhere. So here's the problem. There's not enough Bitcoin to pay back the people. And so it will always be more profitable to put this off than it will be to pay them out. They'll be able to maybe settle in fiat, but they just don't have the Bitcoin to settle it. And so they're just going to keep pushing it off. That's what they've done for 6 years. The chances of at October 15th that we have anything other than what we know now is very low. We've heard this over and over and over again in the crypto space every year. Every year Mt. Gox comes up, and every year it's like, uh-oh, Mt. Gox is going to get settled, and everyone's going to dump on the market. It never gets settled. They also aren't settling like 1-to-1. So Mt. Gox, clearly, 6 years ago, price was a little different, right? A little different. I think maybe it was 1,200. You know, don't quote me. Doesn't matter. Either way, they're settling, quote settling, still not happened. The last number I heard was 790 or something like that per Bitcoin. These people are getting screwed. Everyone's getting screwed. It's there's just really not what people think it is. They're getting paid out so little in comparison to what they held. When it does eventually settle, this 150,000, will it sell? Yeah, certainly some of it'll sell in the open market, absolutely. But dude, these people waited 6 years to get pennies on their dollar. Do you really think the first thing they're gonna do is run and sell it on Coinbase or something? No. I don't think so, but that's an opinion. But what I can tell you that's not opinion is that this is just more FUD. Just more FUD. You guys, you've noticed it. You've noticed it. You guys have been talking about it. BitMEX, hack, FUD. Now we have Mt. Gox FUD. There's more. I can't remember. I pay so little attention to it. Something that is typically a clear sign of the market moving up is FUD. There's not a lot of FUD in the bear market. There's a lot of FUD once price starts going up. You know what there is in a bear market? And this is going to sound really weird. There's a lot of good news, and it does nothing. Some of the best news ever in Bitcoin was released 2018, 2019. Some of the best news ever. Nothing happened. Price didn't budge. When the market's going down, you hear the good stuff. When the market's going up, you hear the bad stuff. The market is always trying to get you in the wrong direction. I say that all the time here. It's always trying to get you in the wrong direction. That's what this Mt. Gox stuff is. 150,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but it's going to be split up between so many people. They're going to have waited so long. These people bought Bitcoin back 6 years ago. They've seen what's happened in that meantime. You really think they're just going to immediately sell? I think that's like just feeding into the FUD. It's probably the goal of whoever's pushing these news articles. And maybe, just maybe, I would be a little more reluctant to state that if we hadn't seen so many FUD articles now in a row. We've seen so many in a row, and each one is just meaningless. Like, everyone was freaking out about BitMEX, and then what happened? Nothing. Like, everyone was really concerned. Nothing happened. Same thing's going to happen on the 15th. Calling it. Same thing's going to happen on the 15th. Nothing's going to happen. Mt. Gox isn't going to be settled. There's going to be delaying. We're going to get an update that they're delayed for another 6 months until whatever, like April 15th, 2021. No, on April 15th, 2021, they're going to have another hearing. And all the meanwhile, like, they're probably just waiting for people to die so they don't have to pay them out. You know, whatever it is, you name it, probable. They're just trying not to pay it out. That's obvious. It's 6 years. Why would it take 6 years to settle this? Doesn't make any sense. Cold Stone, Steve Austin. That's the reason. Yeah, Qcoin, there we go. Qcoin FUD. I mean, FUD doesn't mean that these things aren't happening. Let me clarify. FUD doesn't mean that they're not real events, okay? That's not what FUD means. FUD just means fear, means uncertainty. So, they're real events. Now, Gox is gonna have some kind of meeting on the 15th. BitMEX, dude, might get in trouble with the FTCF, whatever. Qcoin hacked, yeah. These things are real, but the FUD, what makes them FUD is the timing and how they're spun, I guess. It becomes FUD in my mind when the emotional element of the news eclipses the actual news. Like when you see, you know, like random exchange hacked for 20 million. Oh, it's so terrible. Like, yeah, that sucks. I'm not discounting people losing money. That's terrible. I don't want that to happen. But the emotional element of like the articles and the way people speak of it is stronger than 20 million is nothing in this market. 50 million is nothing in this market. $300 billion market cap. That's droplets of water. So it becomes FUD when the emotions are larger than the news itself. And the news itself may be real, but a lot of the time it's not. And you don't know until later. So just be skeptical of everything you hear. Watch the chart. Don't have in your head, oh my god, this terrible thing's gonna happen. I better influence my trading based on that. It's the least successful way to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion. Maybe that exists. Maybe. Yeah, Aaron, maybe. Maybe. Anything mainstream is FUD? Maybe. I'm talking just about crypto here. Just talking from my crypto experience. I'm not going to remark on everything. But this is not a new game. It's not a new game, guys. Do you know how bad the FUD was before the halving? It's like whenever excitement starts to pick up, you see FUD. And you don't see FUD before. There was very little FUD. 2018, prolonged, you know, down at 3K, there was very little FUD. There was actually just good news. In my memory, it was just lots of good news, and it didn't do anything. That's where the timing factor comes in. We're right here at, if you know, we zoom back a month, 2 months before September, chart looks amazing. Now we have all of September, low volatility, nothing really happened. Didn't break any important levels necessarily, didn't do anything. But now we're seeing FUD in this sideways consolidation period, likely to try to get people's hands to fold. And it works. Really works. People try to follow the news, dude. I say it every time. I basically close my ears to news and crypto. I always end up hearing about it. Always end up seeing it, hearing about it, but it's just never worth it. It just isn't. It seems the news is always backwards. That's the timing aspect. Hear bad things on the way up, good things on the way down. I've just really never seen news really reflect in crypto. Maybe, yeah, you might disagree with me, that's fine. Disagreement is healthy. But I don't believe that it will have any impact whatsoever on the market. If we do dump October 15th, guarantee it's totally unrelated. Bitcoin's always going up or down, really, at all times, so anything can be justified. You just ignore what doesn't go with price action and accept what does and say that's the reason? No. Probably not. Probably not. Alright, my rant's over. Sorry, guys. Rant over. I'm passionate about that topic, though. Did I ever look at Tezos? I think I'd planned on looking at Tezos today. I had it up earlier. Tezos. Tezos Mabizos. Weekly bull div. Playing out? Question mark? Question mark. Could be. Those moving averages are ugly, though. Very ugly. But that's okay. Let's take a look a little closer. We were talking about this bullish divergence 2 weeks ago. Failed to set a new low, set a higher local high, and now we have a green weekly. Yes, it's only 22 hours in, but it's there. Bullish divergence played out on the daily as well, question mark. In that time, yes. Potential bearish divergence on the highs, though. Trend line, descending trend line. And this 222 resistance lined up beautifully. Let's move an average. Lined up beautifully. 50 and 200 looking to cross bearish on Tezos. But price is pretty far away. 20% away? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. $2.65. I was bullish on this last time I looked at it. It has not gone any lower. Don't believe. Ooh, 382 lining up right. Could all the way up to 5. Okay. Watching for a break. Watching for a break of the high trend here. That's going to be critical before any decision is made, in my opinion. Draw the trend line yourself. Wait for the break. We see a break. I'm looking for a test of the 5,200 moving averages on the daily for Tezos. 266. Price is far away from that cross. Too far. Price is going to try to come up and test it. That's the probable move. We do have $1.76 underneath us, not tested. Could take a trip down there first. We got that weekly divergence. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time until we at least see a retrace. 293 is the 0.5. Makes sense to be where you should be looking. Let's check out the total. Okay, right at the 0.5 on the low to high here. Nice. I'm in the same position for Tezos. Unchanged opinion. The only new element I'm looking at here is that daily bearish cross. It's getting tested. In my opinion, the edge is on that getting tested. Probably as they cross. That's not a very long way, is it? Maybe shortly after, unless we see some real fire. with that trend line. Make it another color for you guys. Purple. There we go. Most important element. Lined up perfectly actually on this daily candle, which is interesting. Nope, yes. In between. In between. With our descending trend, this resistance 222. So look for a break of this trend line and that resistance and good to go. I think that bearish cross gets tested. I do not know if it will reject from there or not. I think the odds are it gets tested. Let's see what's going on today. What's going on with everybody? Y'all want to buy some magic cards? Buy some magic cards. Chachi, Alan, what's up? That's a new face. Welcome. Actually, we have multiple new faces here today. What's up, Aaron, too? Welcome. I like the energy you guys are bringing. Emmett Wilson, no bangers yet. I haven't been paying attention to the music. Let me see what playlist we're on. This should be the banger list, so... Oh, Pure Kane, new face, nice, but oh, my boy, Pure Kane. And I quote, new guys can't make money without volatility, that's why they push FUD articles. Mt. Gox will never be settled, the trustees are selling their coins. Just give you a golf clap there, buddy. Give you a golf clap. A man of my own blood. Like it. What's up, Chris Cirque? How you doing, dude? Land 2, that's a new name. Welcome. It's great to see new faces here, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We're live every day. Dropping in the chat the link to Discord. Hop in the Discord. Sometimes when we go on is a variable time, so best way to keep up. YouTube's always hiding us in search, so best way to keep up, Discord. For all the new faces. Get on in there. Riker1, welcome back, dude. Been a little bit. Astronaut Renee, my brother. Sunny Decree had you scared for a bit. Yeah, I'm a different kind of streamer, man. I'm not your typical YouTube streamer. Whoa, Cryptonator, are you joking? Did Mcafee really get arrested? Arrested from... Wait, did he really get arrested? Absolutely deserves it. If he did. And if he didn't, I didn't say that. But I believe it. Alright, my chat reset, so it looks like I can't go back. Dallin Sun, I didn't miss you. Looks like we have a bot in the chat. Quite on the fairway. Bang. Bang bum tick. What's up, dude? That's good, Aaron. That's good. Well, I'll put it this way. When we're not in search, you wouldn't know. We wouldn't show up. Like, it'll still show the old videos, but it won't show us being live. It happened yesterday. Ah, Mcafee was arrested. Oh, that's so fitting, dude. He's... You guys know I don't talk bad about people. Maybe I should just stop. But you saw it on my face, you know. You know how I feel about that. Peak chill. That's so funny. Oh, he deserved it. He just... It doesn't... I don't even know anything about his coins. I don't even know anything about... I don't know. Most of what he's done. But dude, you can't... First of all, his bet... His phallic bet that he backed out on. Reason number one that I would be not so upset to hear this news. That's a little childish. Reason number two, dude, his energy in the crypto space being back and forth and Bitcoin maximalist, now S-Coin maximalist, then, you know, like whatever. Dude, that's just unhealthy for the space. We don't need him. He's just getting noobs confused. He's not a net positive. I never talk badly about anyone. Am I really talking that badly? I'm not upset about hearing that possibly he is arrested. Allegedly. Allegedly's. Nice. Still in search results. Still the crowning champ, #1 for Bitcoin Live result. Love you guys. You guys kick arse. Yep, John McAfee arrested for a laundry list of, I'm sure. And like, dude, I don't even know about this guy that much. I've just kind of randomly seen things over the years. And like, obviously, it just, where does the list end of charges? I'm sure it doesn't. They've got a Lord of the Rings style novel of crimes he's probably committed. Who knows? Yep. Well, I will say for all the new people here, everyone who's been here knows this, but to the new people, this channel, we don't shill you stuff. There is one thing I shill, I guess two. I shill my own channel, liking and subscribing, and Discord. And I shill my Patreon. That's it. I don't shill coins. I'm honest about what coins I have, what coins I like, what coins I don't. I don't shill them. Certainly will never catch me promoting an ICO. You'll never catch me promoting an IPO, IEO, anything like that. Never gonna happen. Has never happened. You're never gonna see me clickbaiting. Never gonna see me spinning FUD to get views. I'd rather just not have the views. I love crypto, and I don't think any of those things are healthy for it. I don't think they help it progress. I don't think they help it become legitimized, so never gonna happen. I know, but Tommy could have so many more followers. Yeah, probably. Don't care. I'll get him the right way. One at a time. One at a time. Earning hearts. Oh yeah, dude. I shill my channel the hardest of anyone. That's allowed though. You're allowed to shill yourself. If you don't shill yourself, why would anyone else shill you? Speaking of which, like and subscribe to the stream. Click Discord, get in there, and sign up for Patreon. There are my shills again. You got double shilled just for bringing it up. I'm just playing with you, Aaron. Alright, I don't know what else to look at, guys. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? There's not a lot going on. I thought we would get a break of this high today. And I still think we will. I have an hour and 10. Still think we will get a break of the high, but I figured it would kind of happen sooner. No. Oof. Guess we could look at OMG for Sir Josh. And Scott Lux asked about it earlier too. You know what? I need to adjust this chair or it kills my back. All right. All right, chair adjusted. Let's look at OMG. Our $2.50 support held like a rock. Still holding. Still holding. 328, not yet back tested. That's still where I'm looking. Still looking for the back test here. $3.28. And the reason, but Tom, don't you want it to moon? Yes. But the reason I want to see this back test is how beautiful of a head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders I would create. We want to back test the support. Got to confirm it. Got to show the market that buyers aren't going to let the price underneath this support level, vital support level. Back testing it confirms it to the market. I think that would lead to a healthier move back up. Still looking. Still. I'm looking for this inverse head and shoulders to play out. Still to this range. Still watching. Oh yeah, I locked that box. Good. That box is $6.13 all the way up to $7. Still looking for it. That inverse head and shoulders playing out lead us right up there. Be right as rain. But nothing has really changed on this coin yet. Yes, I guess we broke this trend line on the 4-hour. Okay. We do have 4-hour bullish divergence. This is new since looking at it last, actually. 4-hour bullish divergence. We can see that if TradingView stops being ridiculous here on me. We can see that here from 27th of September. Down in October, doesn't really matter where you pick. And we can see that on RSI. And we can see it on MACD. We have a 4-hour bullish divergence. Very nice. Well played. Still coming off of this. This was a daily divergence that I think I just deleted. Lots of bullish signs here. I think $2.50 is unlikely to break on OMG. Unlikely, improbable. Improbable. If it does, we still have this macro ascending low trend. Could hold as support. By the end of the year, that macro low trend will meet up with our 250 support, and that may cut off OMG from seeing under 250 in a more confirmed manner. But I'm still bullish. I'm still putting the edge on up for OMG. I would like to see a test of 328. But every time I look at this coin, there's a new bullish divergence, so question mark. Let's draw this one out. Here we go. Lines up pretty well over here. All right, not a lot going on here. Not a ton in OMG. There is a new bullish divergence, but we already had a bullish divergence. So it's just kind of more of the same. Watch for the 328. Unitard. Let's just bang out some coins savagely. Unitard, looking for no divergence RSI on the 4-hour. I hate this chart. I hate charts that don't have a lot of candles. We nailed the top of that. Who was there? Who was there for this? Who was here for it? You know you were. When we made our little selling strategy and we put out our targets, and 850 was the first one. Nailed the top. Nailed the top. This was like 2 days after it even started trading, so that's why I gotta tune in every day, guys. It's just, we got gold on gold on gold here. Golds on golds. Seeing some hourly divergence paint out. I'm not sold though. Volume is declining. RSI not agreeing with MACD though. This is, to me, it has been and is still just a flip of the coin. Next fib's down at 225. Maybe you can look to go long there. Could it reverse here, go right back up? Yeah, of course it could. There'd be no reason to assume that though. On the hourly, we're seeing some MACD divergence, but not RSI. It's crypto, anything can happen. But I think the smarter trade would be to look for the 225 or watch for this trend line to break. We had two kind of fake outs. Watch for a candle close above our trend. Until then, this is hands off for me. I'm not touching this. Dollar. Banging them out. Dollar, every time I look at you, you have bullish divergence, and I hate it. And that's how I know that I'm not totally biased in seeing what I want to see. Because I don't want to see bullish divergence on the dollar, but I can't ever look at it and not see it. It's always there. We don't need to be on the 1 hour. This is the dollar. 4 hour, massive bullish divergence.
Possibly again seeing the lower swing. We don't know though. We haven't seen a sign that this has slowed down yet. To be honest, I'm surprised it's sold off so far, but it did come right back. 93.46 to our support. Seems to be consolidating. We nailed this. We had one fake out here at 94.07. We had one fake out. Our stop, I think the theoretical stop in that was 94.1, so 0.03 up. We had one fake out that caught us, but then we immediately caught the top again. 94.65, easy peasy. Sure, it overshot a bit. March is low. Support, now resistance. Rejected the bulls. Back down to 93.46. But again, we're seeing freaking bullish divergence. I don't want to see it. Nice, at least we broke under that trend line. That's good. Let's zoom it out. Solid. So for everybody new, because we saw multiple new faces here, something interesting that I was looking at not even a few days ago is if we zoom in, or was it the monthly, not the quarterly? It was the monthly. 1 month. If we zoom into both Bitcoin and the dollar, to the 1 month, what we see is pretty interesting, okay? So we saw September close bearish engulf for Bitcoin. Everybody knows that. Dollar, we saw close bullish engulf for September. Bitcoin coming off a March rally. Dixie coming off of a March sell-off. These last few months are very much inverted for both. September for the dollar closed bullish. September for Bitcoin closed bearish. We're just looking at the monthlies. But here's where it gets spicy. Here's where it gets spicy, boys. If we look at the quarterlies, dollar closed like death. Like death. It has a little bit of a bottom wick. That's its only saving grace. That's it. Bitcoin on the 3 month closed great. Could have been better, but closed great. Broke its quarterly high, second highest quarter close in Bitcoin history. Opposite for the dollar. So what do I think? I think this means long-term dollar wants to go down. We see these kind of ghost bars I have here, suggesting we come down to 2018, 2019 quarterly support near 85, 86. Looks pretty nice. Looks good. It's just interesting that the dollar had a strong monthly close, Bitcoin had a weak one. And then dollar had a weak month or quarterly close, and Bitcoin had a strong one. Chart nerd. It's just chart nerd stuff. Don't worry about it if you don't get it. Still looking for an edge on the monthly, still not getting it. Seeing the highs come down, seeing lower highs, and we're seeing higher lows. Not much of an edge. Hourly still looking fine. 59 minutes till close. It sounds like the ladies' home, the dog's borking. Dog borking. I like all those emojis, Wolfpack. Those are very nice emojis. Your selection is exquisite. Same, Aaron. I do too. But that it's kind of nice to see, because everyone has to ask themselves, how much am I seeing of my own bias? When you're trading, you have to ask yourself that. And the fact that I can't not see bullish divergence on the dollar means that bias is not factoring in, at least on there. But that could have implications for all of the charting I do. Because I don't want to see the bullish divergence on the dollar. I don't want to see it.
but it's there. Oh, Mcafee rested. Yeah, are you guys ready for the Mcafee FUD? I'm gonna make it up right now. Mcafee, Satoshi, and now that he's arrested, he has to sell all of his coins to pay for bail. You heard it here first. That one's made up. Emmett Wilson's. That's not a stupid question, buddy, and stupid questions are welcomed anyway. What is considered a close for crypto, seeing as it trades 24/7? Good question. Long ago, the sages of Bitcoin decided that they're just going to follow 0 UTC. That would be the reset of the day. And so that's when it closes, on 0 UTC Greenwich, whatever time. That is in 58 minutes. So that's just, is it arbitrary? Sure, but it's what we've used for years. And so that's just kind of what it is now. You can technically, you could use whatever you want. As long as it's consistent. You could use any time. It would change the way the candles look. Might change the way indicators show slightly, but not very much. Oh, I made it up that it is going to be FUD. I made that up. Mcafee doesn't have any Bitcoin anyway, so who cares? Like, he's not going to crash the crypto market. But we're going to see news articles. I can tell just by the series of FUD we've been seeing. We're going to see something about Mcafee, and it's going to be something where it's like, you better panic, because Mcafee, something. What's up, John? Welcome. Can we look at NMR? Sure. Just waiting for our corn to grow. I think I've looked at NMR once. Ever. Yeah. You know what's funny? What's funny is I looked at this a long time ago. I think it was like mid-August after this run up. And I said, I don't always remember the charts to look at, but I remember because this is all I drew. He said, watch for a test of this low trend here. It looks like something happened to this chart though, because the lines aren't on right. It's like it may have broken already. Either way. Look for a test of this ascending wedge. Look for this low trend. It looks like price is lined up to touch the low trend now. Maybe some divergence here, maybe. Yeah, RSI daily, got a little div. Not quite yet. Probably will take a touch to this low trend here to get that divergence. Then you're back here to consolidated period, likely to be support. And you look for your position. I think going long right now on this would just be swinging in the dark. Catching knives. Oh yeah. Nailed that. I remember seeing it and I was like, nah, I'm not bullish on this. And I was bullish on everything at the time, I think. Maybe a little 4-hour RSI div. This is a funky chart. It's a funky chart. The Metro, don't take things you can't take back, buddy. Don't do it. You'll end up like Mcafee. Don't do it. Time is an illusion. Dang, 100 watching still. Or has my number not updated and everybody left? 97. Dude, I'm liking these late night streams. That says 101. I don't know what's right. I'm liking these evening streams. They're chiller. There's more people. I mess with it. Dog. Dog, what's going on with your dog? Dog's acting as if the lady's home, but I don't think she is. Because I don't. Okay, we're not in Bitcoin live search anymore, but we're in all the other ones, so yeah, whatever. Not going to be picky. We can probably come back into the Bitcoin live search, maybe, if we're lucky. There are so many crap things in these search results lately. Why? There's a guy botting a live chart. Because he's charting live. But he's botting viewers. Why? Chat's disabled. No, nothing in. I don't know, man. That's weird. But he's botting viewers. Why are you botting viewers? What? I live on US East Coast time because that's when the viewership is on. So I've adopted it. Whoa, cancel. You know what? I need to see if she's home because this is weirding me out. Dog's acting like she is. Well, I'm gonna put up my ninja smoke screen. I'm still here, don't worry. I'm just very, very still. Just gonna stand very still for about 3 minutes while I... Alright, ninja moves. Ready? So here comes the magic. Didn't work. I need to set this up so it's a macro. Oh, wait. Hello? That's my ninja stunt double. He's very handsome. Yeah, we can see the dog. She's not in here right now, though. I've shown her a few times. She's adorable. I used to play StarCraft back in the day. I used to play StarCraft, or Warcraft 3, Diablo 2, Diablo 1. Good times. Those are glory days. Glory days of gaming. Wonderful. Man, it seems like it's going to be pretty chillin' to close here, doesn't it? 3 crows on the 15-minute. Not a lot else going on there. 48 minutes till close. I really thought we were gonna get that. Really thought at least like maybe test the top of the ascending wedge. Just wanted to hear that alert go off, and that would have made me happy. This is weird. I've never seen this happen before. So we're in search. What? Wait, what? There's just something bugged. There's something bugged about this like SEO software. 'Cause it says we're the #1 search result for Bitcoin. That's impossible. It might show that on like if I search it, or if you search it if you're subscribed, it might show that. But there's no way, we've never been #1 for that. But then it shows we're not in search for Bitcoin live, which is like a much less contested keyword. I have an idea. Bear with me. I have to hack the mainframe. Upload the something. Matrix. Upload the matrix. No, we're definitely not #1 for Bitcoin. Not even on there. Lying program. Oh no, we're on there. We're just like halfway down the page. That's cool. Gotta pull up a private window to find this out. Yeah, we actually aren't on there for Bitcoin Live for no reason. Whatever. Whatever, guys. I don't care. That's weird though. I've never seen it do this. It's like reporting wrong data to me. Lying. Okay, #7 for Bitcoin. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Wonder why we're not for Bitcoin Live though. I don't know how YouTube works. It's a strange beast. Booyakasha. 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 You know, the vibe is chilling down. Feels right. Yeah. Probably a good time. If you haven't yet, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash that bell. That's the best part. Smashing the bell, best part. Gotta smash the bell. And if you're not in Discord, why not? Give me 10 to 15 good reasons why not, and then you don't have to be. Links in the chat. Get in there. We're live every day. It's the best way to keep up with when we're going. Sometimes we go on middle of the night. Slap the bell. I like that. Sometimes we go on middle of the night. We follow the spice. As a viewer of this channel, you are a spice hunter just by being here. Get in the Discord, that way you can keep up with whenever we're going live, whenever the action is happening. Typically 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern time in the afternoon has been our little sweet spot lately. Yeah, I'd like to see 10 before close also. Slap the bell. And check out the Patreon. Check it out. Guys, the Patreon. It's what's up. If you're someone who's looking to become a stronger, self-sufficient trader, then the Discord is for you. It's just focused on education, it's exclusive technical analysis, trade setups, educational content. Every patron, every week, you heard me correct, up to 5 times a month, has the opportunity to have one-on-ones with me. Can be mentoring, tutoring, if that's what you're looking for. It could just be talking about crypto. Could be, we do everything. I get stuff as simple as, how do I set orders on an exchange? I'll walk you through it. How do I set up a wallet? I'll walk you through it. It's all included. Oh, this site's not loading. Do everything I can to make it valuable, and the feedback has been that it is valuable. That's good. The site won't load though, so I can't show you what I was going to show you.
Are you serious? Why would you not load now? You're embarrassing me, website. This has never happened before. Okay. Either way, check it out. I guess I can't show you right now. Oh, now it's gonna come up right away. Lame. Here we go. Ridiculous. Now it's not loading again. Okay. Well, maybe another time, it says. Anyway, I was going to show you guys one of my breakdowns. I try to do it daily, but daily it doesn't always make sense. Breakdown of the Bitcoin chart where I go from the monthly all the way down to the hourly, and I'm providing what I'm seeing at each level, what each indicator is saying, what we're looking for, what price values we're looking for, what moves we're looking for. And to be honest, these updates have been slaying it. They have been maybe some of the most accurate technical analysis I've ever done. I can't show you because the site's not loading. Oh well. Alright, look at me. I'm wrapping up and now Bitcoin's moving again. Son of a... That's trolly. It heard me wrapping up. Oh well, it is what it is. It's also the last few hours. There's 4 or 5 hours left to enter the Twitter giveaway if you have a Twitter account. Open to everyone. Giving away $50 of sats of Bitcoin. The one lucky winner chosen randomly by the random number generator gods. Why is this not loading? This is ridiculous. I give up. So yeah, check out the Patreon. There's still early in the month, still a great time to sign up. You don't want to wait. The longer you wait, the less value you get for the first month. So not advised. Not prorated. Patreon doesn't give me that option. It's not working. My whole computer's being weird now. Computer connect. Is not at all working. Yeah, even more of a reason to wrap it up. Oh, today's episode was great, guys. We're gonna be back tomorrow, as we always are. RN Jesus, take the wheel. We'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. East. Let's just schedule it for then. Hopefully you guys are there. Make sure you're on the Discord and liked and subscribed so you know when we are going live tomorrow. And if it gets crazy, man, we'll be live again tonight. Never know. We're always watching. So thanks for joining us, guys. Today's episode was great. It was fun to watch that clip from yesterday with you guys. It actually was really entertaining for me. I know you liked it, but I will catch you guys tomorrow.